the day.
Hi, everybody. It's Linda G here with Mel.
Hi, Linda. How
I
are you?
hope you all are doing good. Great news this morning. The judge has thrown out the Comey case and the Letitia James case.
Did he
We knew
dismiss
that
it?
was going to happen.
Did
We
he
knew.
dismiss it with prejudice? Because one of them, if they dismiss it, then they can never come back again.
I
So,
don't know what they did. I just found out when I was coming on to be with you.
well, psychically, I'm thinking that the judge dismissed it so that they cannot ever bring it back again.
I
I
don't
don't know if
know.
it's with or
You
without.
know that the Trump people will think of something.
They'll try, but psychically, I feel like that this sets the stage to stop a lot of this vicious prosecution that Trump is engaging in. And I see that a lot of courts saying it's unconstitutional because we have the right to criticize the government without fear of reprisals from the government. Like what he's doing or trying to do with going after Clinton and a bunch of other people, Chase, some other people, and the whole Epstein thing.
Yeah,
And my guides are telling me what he's going to try to pull is tell Pam Bondi, investigate them because if there's an investigation, then they can stop the release of the files.
right.
He's going to try that, but guess what? It's going to be the same thing. The courts are going to say, this is malicious prosecution. You're doing it as a smokescreen. And guess
They
what?
really went in ass backwards. They had somebody that didn't know what they were doing.
Well, that's
They'll
exactly.
blame her, by the way.
Oh, of course, of course. He'll blame anybody. And, that's why I see he and Pam Bonding having a big falling out at one point, just like with Marjorie Taylor Green. So,
Yeah. So,
uh,
uh, also, I wanted to tell everybody yesterday, I was just going to do a short video with my questions, and my water heater went out. So, my son and I couldn't take our showers, couldn't do a load of dishes, couldn't do any laundry. So, the day before that, my heater went out. Oh my God.
well, it is a retrograde Mercury.
So I was like, what? And so I changed, of course, you couldn't get anybody to come out. I changed the batteries. My fireplace still worked, the gas fireplace. So I just thought we'll just have to wear a lot of sweaters and stuff. And then I remember 2 days before this, I could smell a little gas in the front of my garage. And I thought, I'm just going to call PG&E. So, they act like it's a big emergency. But I said, listen, it was 2 days ago and I haven't smelt it since. But what's weird is my heater went out and my water heater went out. And it makes me nervous. So they said, sure. So they came out, nicest guy at PG&E, and I had hired a plumber to come out with the water heater, and he said, "Oh no, cancel it. I'll take care of it." It's like, oh. And so, what are you doing tonight, big boy? So, anyways, so
Was it cute?
he figured out that my meter wasn't large enough, that it was filtering through. It was when they upgraded me and gave me, he thought the problem could be my, what do you call the generator? He
Right.
thought that could be the problem. And he said, I think that might be even the gas that you smelled. It probably turned on and you didn't realize it because they turn it on every once in a while just to check it. So he said, I'm going to give you a bigger meter. And he worked like 3 or 4 hours. He got me a bigger meter and he reset the pilot for the water heater and for the regular heater. And everything's working beautifully. And it didn't cost me a dime.
That's terrible when, you don't have any hot water. That happened to us when the hot water heater went out. And it was like, I can't do cold shower. Ain't no way.
Well, you could boil water, I guess, but here's the good thing about having that water heater and it being a gas line. When the power went out before I got my Generac, you could still take hot baths.
Right.
You could still, you couldn't wash your clothes because it takes electric, but
Right.
at least you could take a nice hot bath.
See, my townhouse, everything is electric. So if the electricity goes out, we don't have hot water. But
My
we have
stove is gas.
we've got a 40-gallon tank. So
I think
That's
that's how big mine is. It's pretty big. I know my daughter's father got that one that you don't need a tank.
no, those are demand ones, and those I'm not fond of them. They have
I
them like
went to Maine and rented a beautiful home, and she had one of those, and we could get that hot water from that sucker the first day we were there.
it doesn't get it really hot. It's just warm. In Africa they
So,
it's a
yeah,
night.
so, but the thing is, I like the ones that hold water because if there's an emergency, you have water.
Right, exactly. So
So, thank you guys for your
yeah.
questions.
I'm sorry.
If you'll notice, I got rid of my strands
I like it. It looks nice.
in my hair. I still own them and I can put them back in, but I just wanted my hair to be all natural. And God, it's so much easier. When I used to have you at 10 o'clock in the morning, I'd have to take a shower at 6 because it took a couple of hours before it would dry.
Yeah. Hey, at least you got hair. Look at me.
Yeah, at least I got hair.
Well, grass don't grow on a busy street. Doesn't grow on concrete either, but
I've never heard that one. Grass don't grow on a busy street.
there you go.
I like that one. So anyway, beautiful news today about the judge kicking out the Comey and Letitia James case. I love it.
And this
You
is going to
gotta blame that girl. She's gonna be a has-been, I'm telling you right now.
well, she should know better, but it's going to set the case, I think, for this whole thing about malicious or vicious prosecution and other cases like in the Epstein files that he's telling Pam Bondi to go after. It's gonna be the same fate. Judge is going to say nope. You
Yep.
know, um,
Also, we were talking earlier before we came on with our folks about Marjorie Taylor Green, and I know you don't trust her and everything, but I will tell you something. She's causing a movement, and they're talking at least 40 Republicans leaving, or enough Republicans that Johnson, because remember, I kept thinking she might be the reason that Johnson is no longer speaker. It might not be that she asked him to step down. It might be that because they're going to lose everybody in January,
they're going to lose a lot. You
enough
know,
to kick him out.
I saw her resignation speech, and as I said, to me, it looked like, almost like the stuff she had done almost feel sorry for me. I have a hard time feeling any empathy for her
I
because
understand.
how she vilified other people. And it's almost like she was using it as a photo op to gain
Oh,
momentum,
yeah, she wants to run for the Senate.
or exactly. That's exactly what I was saying. And it looked to me like, again, like I said earlier, looked more like it was a campaign speech, but it's also like I said earlier, if you're the enemy of my enemy, then
Yeah. And also, she was so mean even to AOC. She
well,
just went out of her way and she was Trump's little puppet. And when she told him she wanted to run for governor of Georgia, and he turned around and gave his, it doesn't matter if he's for somebody because he's nothing burger. It's like shush, little piggy. You're a nothing burger. Get the hell out of our way. When he went for someone else, that was it. But she shouldn't have been surprised because this guy is not loyal to anybody, including his own family.
I kind of think she's a female version of Trump. But the thing
Yeah.
is, um, they say they're conservative, but they're really fascist. If you read about fascism, I think I'll do a show on it. But the bottom line is, I don't trust her, but I took perverse pleasure in her standing up to Trump. And I think she's going to try to have the MAGAs come on her side. Um, I don't think I don't think she'll have the clout that Trump had, but it is a movement. You're right. She's starting
Right.
a
And
movement,
listen, Trump, I don't care what. Remember that last time? And he was the only one person won that he was for. He
right?
lost every single one. That's where he's at now. He's the lowest he's ever been.
Oh, yeah. I mean, his presidency is unraveling. And I heard on the radio this morning about, oh, we're having peace talks with Ukraine and Russia. but it came out that that deal that he was supposed to try to broker with Ukraine, it was written by Putin,
Yep.
translated into English. And
And Jared is in there somewhere.
and the way they did that is really against the law and it's impeachable.
Yeah. Oh, they got so much good stuff on him.
Oh,
Can't
Linda, it's
wait.
just more coming out and more coming out. And
Can we take a look about the number of Republicans that'll step down
yeah,
and
absolutely.
be able to throw they say they're in an uproar over there. Be able to throw Mike, whatever his name is.
Mike Johnson. Well,
Mike
I've
Johnson.
always seen a movement. I don't know what they call it, a petition or there's a name for it. I can't think of it. That'll start in the House to get rid of him again, to unseat him. And so I think behind the scenes, Marjorie Taylor Green would kind of be spearheading that, even though she's stepping down.
Yeah, let's look real quick. Will Marjorie Taylor Greene create the opportunity for many more Republicans saying, I'm done?
Yes, I got the Ace of Wands,
Oh, yes.
which means new opportunity
Ooh,
presented.
it's going to blow Trump out of the water and people will be celebrating.
So, oh, look what I got, the Emperor. It's going to get rid of the Emperor. Um, but the question is, bigger question. Well, it's not a bigger question. Um, then what happens to the MAGA movement? You know?
It's going to die. But listen, and I've always seen it die. And I saw the maggots throwing tomatoes at Trump because they're very angry with him. But look at this. It's going to be, it might not be 40. It might be 9 or 19. But still, it's enough.
Why am I seeing like four and then it snowballs? Um, I don't know if it's 40, but I'm picking up like 14 or 15 or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't know why. I just felt like 4
But then I ask
or
about,
9. Sorry.
I ask the cards also about, even, well, she's going to run for Senate, but would she win? I don't think so. I pulled a card and I got the Four of Swords, which could mean a death card, really.
I've been showing that all the time lately. Like
So,
somebody's getting ready to go.
exactly. But I also think it could be an end of her politically. I don't know. She'll try to use this as a political catapult. Um, However, you're right. She is starting a movement, and I like that.
Yeah, that's good.
Um, the Dems need something like,
Did you see all the people protesting in front of the White House
oh yeah,
saying, shush, piggy, shush, little piggy?
yeah, because of what he said to the reporter. So when she steps down, what do you see happening to going to her seat? Trump will put a lot of money into it to try to get it to be red. Do you think it'll go MAGA, ultra?
I'm
I
not
don't,
feeling it going MAGA because the people, I think whoever she says should take the seat will win. So it might be a Republican, but not a MAGA Republican.
that's what I think.
Because the people in Georgia are really standing by her.
They are. Well, and that one district, but it just goes to show how they've had it with Trump.
Yeah,
Uh,
I got to pay all that money for.
that's right. Um, wow, interesting, huh?
Somebody asked, will America get back the funds Elon Musk stole from us? Nope.
Nope.
But I see major lawsuits coming up and him running, not walking.
Oh, so do I. Um, but I think behind the scenes, he's going to be throwing a lot of money toward MTG. I just,
Really?
yeah. Well, because we'd all predicted that he and Trump would have a falling out. Well, here we are. But behind the scenes, he's going to do everything he can do to get Trump out. That's
Wow,
what
I love it. I love it.
I see a Democrat coming forward. I have a new thing called MADA, MADA. I thought of it. It's called Make America Democratic Again.
Right.
And I foresee Democrats or a Democrat candidate coming forward to say exactly that. We will get our democracy back. We can no longer afford to be silent on this, you know.
Well, we haven't really been silent.
I know, but it's just somebody that uses that and amplifies it. So I think I'll get a hat to say, MADA, make American democratic again.
Yeah, yeah. So, what are you feeling about the Zelensky thing? They're not going to take that deal.
No, no, because they found out that the first deal Trump came up with, it was like um, Putin wrote it and it was translated from Russian into English. And then Trump made it look like it was him that did it, and it wasn't.
No,
And that's impeachable. I think it's against the law, like I said earlier. When I heard this morning they're having peace talks, this and that, Zelensky, okay, so Russia, they want to keep that land that they stole permanently, that Ukraine can never get it back. Zelensky's not going to go for it.
no, and they want more land.
Correct. And mineral,
And yeah, and they don't want them being able to join, what's the name of it?
NATO. They don't want them to
NATO,
join.
yeah.
Linda, nothing has changed. It's almost the same deal as before.
Same
But
thing, different day.
I just saw where they had a plane and Russia would control the water levels in the dam to hold back Ukrainian soldiers, because what they would do is they would open the dam and it would like flood like certain fields and make them muddy so Ukrainians couldn't advance. Well, they had a secret um, jet. Ukrainian didn't talk about it. And what they found out was Russia was planning to not break the dam, but to open all the valves so it would really flood. And so Russia could get an advantage. Well, Ukrainian did a surgical strike on that dam, and
Oh, good.
they they hit it, and I think it knocked out the pumping stations or something. But that also found out that all the valves that Russia had toyed with, so it made a bigger flood, and it bogged down the Russians. All their tanks, their supplies were just all floating away. So the Ukrainians got a lot of forward momentum, and now they've got the area around that dam back. So areas that Russia was in control of, now Ukraine is.
I love it.
I think Ukraine is going to have a lot more surgical strikes like that with their airplanes. And so I don't think I think Zelensky is in these talks just to hear what Russia has to say.
But he said we're not giving up any land.
No, in fact, I see Russia get, I see, I'm sorry, I see Ukraine getting Crimea back and all of that. And he's going to play hardball with Putin. And my feeling is Zelensky, now that they have jets and they're going to get more weapons um, from NATO and weapons from the European Union, that Zelensky is just going to try to string this out. Uh, just like what happened in Afghanistan. Finally, Russia just walked out because they knew that they couldn't win. That's exactly what's going to happen here. That's
Okay.
what
I've often thought it was because Putin gets killed, but maybe not.
well, also Putin will be gone, but Zelensky's going to say no. And the propaganda says, oh, the Ukrainian people are tired of Zelensky. He's a dictator. The Ukrainian people want him there because they do not like the Russians, or they don't like Putin.
Yeah,
And a lot of Russian soldiers, there was one, he just threw his rifle down. He said, I'm done.
yeah. Oh, a lot of them are there and not wanting to be there. They don't have the passion for this fight.
Right. So I think getting these airplanes was a turning point, and and Ukraine is gonna start hitting targets inside of Russia and start pushing back.
They
Uh,
hit some big thing the other day, some big gas place. It was huge fire.
and they hit the dam. Oh, and also now I found out they've got these anti-drone things from Britain. And Putin's doing all the drone attacks. Well, these stop the drones. They knock them out of the sky.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, so the tides are turning.
I love it. So, do you have a question?
Uh, I've got the ones. Well, when you posted yours that we're doing today, I just shared it on my post, so we probably got the same questions. But
Okay.
um, okay. Oh, I'm not going to go with that one. Um, let's see. Hold on a minute. I didn't hear about this
What?
thing about killing ostriches in Canada. I didn't hear about that. Did you? Somebody's asking about it.
I don't know. I know in Australia there was something where they try to kill a certain bird because it was eating the seeds as fast as they put it down. I've never heard of that.
No, I don't know. Okay, here's one. Did MTG get any threats from Donald J. Trump or his crew to make her put in her resignation? Mm,
Well, he talks the trash about her.
he talked trash about her, but I don't think there was any threat like,
No, she said all this time that she's a MAGA. She
right,
never had to get security. And as soon as she talked out against him, she has to have security.
right. But in a way, now she knows how it feels when she talked out against others and they had to get security.
Yeah,
So I don't think, no, but I think what he did was there was a candidate that he wanted at some point if she would have not resigned, but he would have still supported a candidate he wanted in her place, and it wasn't her. And so I think she got wind of that, and he's going to sink a lot of money into putting, an a fascist,
yeah,
uh, ultra red in her seat, but the person he's going to support will not win
yeah, yeah.
seat.
Here's a good question. Is Eugene Vidman safe after disclosing secret phone calls between 45 and MBS?
Ooh.
Yeah, apparently it's really bad, but he won't say it out loud because he would be breaking the law. It will come out later. I can tell you that much.
I see threats made there, but I don't see any harm
He
coming,
always gets threats. I think a lot of these threats aren't even people who are in the United States.
or even maybe some of them are people that I got for entertainment purposes only that some of the Trump people come up with to terrorize the opponents. Does that make
Right,
sense?
right.
I see it. Now, what was it, Pittman and who? I'm sorry.
Pittman? Who's Pittman?
No, what was the question? I'm sorry. What was it again?
It was Eugene Vidman. Is he safe? He
The
disclosed that there was phone calls between 45 and MBS, and
no,
apparently they're pretty bad.
MBS is.
Is Saudi Prince?
Oh, I got you. Yeah. Oh yeah. Um, Eugene is safe. I don't see the same thing happening to him that happened to Khashoggi or however you pronounce his name. And there's more coming out. And some of that could be impeachable as well, because Trump has been telling our secrets to MBS or whatever he
Sells
pronounces.
to the highest bidder.
Yeah, and Putin. And Trump is, because he's being friendly with the Saudis because he's got hotels going up over there.
Yeah, and they handed his son-in-law $3 billion.
The president is not supposed to do that.
Oh, I know.
And that is impeachable. I mean, there's going to be so much that comes
So
out.
much they'll be dying. They'll be ready.
People are worried about Vance becoming president. If he does,
He won't.
him impeached. And if he's going to be president, it ain't for long. So you all don't even worry about that.
Yeah. Now I see him going down.
Right.
Nobody, hey, you think Trump is hated?
Oh,
He's hated worse.
oh yeah. All right.
You got a question?
Let's see. Um, okay, Katie says, do you see things getting better in Florida? Example, Ron DeSantis gone, cost of living better. Thank you. That was
Yes. Down the road, I've been saying this. I'm so sorry. It's so bad now.
see, I see Florida going purple, and DeSantis can't run again. And I think a lot of people in Florida have had it with DeSantis. Uh, cost of living is high everywhere, and
Right.
unfortunately. we're going to even be paying more for groceries. Um, but here again, even though I'm sorry we're having to pay all that and the high healthcare costs, that's going to be nails in the coffins for the Republicans.
I love it.
So in the end, even though we're paying all this money for food and healthcare and all of that, but that's going to be the downfall
Yeah,
of Republicans and MAGAs because I see Democrats then once again making things affordable and bringing food prices down.
yeah,
So in a way, even though it's horrible what Trump did with prices, it helps the Democrats in the long run.
right. It's a lot of things getting. My guides are talking to me right now.
Go ahead.
It's like beginning of next year. There's so much happening, and we will be gleeful, is what they said.
I see this thread just unraveling. And then, you know how when you get like an end on a sweater or something, you take a lighter and it gets kind of to seal it so it doesn't go further? That's what I see, like this thread on a sweater and it just fizzles. That's Trump. That's his regime. It's
Good, good.
and you're boy, buckle up because things are going to be coming out and people are going to go, we thought we had heard it all, but this is horrible.
I love it. I love it. Oh, there's so much you guys were going to find out about
Oh,
his underhanded. I'm thinking he'll either try to escape or he'll keel over dead. That's what I'm getting.
right.
I wish I could tell you guys we're going to see him go to jail. Everybody would love that. Others will go to jail, but I see him not being able to because he's dead or he's out of the country.
Um, well, his health looks terrible,
Oh,
but those around him are still going to have to pay the piper.
yeah,
I keep saying my guides are showing me, boy, my guides are coming in strong today too. It's like I'm
I
having this.
know it's wonderful.
They're like, we want to come in. I'm like, okay, here I am.
Yeah, they're telling me that we will be gleeful.
Yeah. And they're just reiterating that Pam Bondi under investigation, and they're going to try to say it's malicious prosecution, but it's not for abuse of power, for obstruction of justice, Cash Patel. I'll tell you who's going to come down too is Miller.
Oh God, yes.
Uh,
Yes.
Steve Bannon, he's on the chopping block. A lot of them
Yep.
through
Oh,
social.
Steve Bannon announced that they will be on the chopping block if the Dems win.
Well, the Dems will win.
Oh yeah. So somebody asked, Jenny asked, will Christy Nome be held accountable for the
Yes,
millions of dollars she stole?
yes, absolutely. Um,
Oh, I just saw her in an orange jumper
oh, good.
going to jail. I just saw it, you guys. I'm not wishing it. I just saw it.
Um, I got the Three of Cups. Look at that.
But
It's
then by next year, she's gone.
there. Um, I see the number 13, so it could be 13 days, 13 weeks, 13 months.
Remember also, because I just reminded me of this, don't forget Trump will suddenly change his tune as the heat comes on. He'll be super nice. He'll try to work with the Dems, stuff he never did before. We won't trust him.
Well, because he's going to want to stay in power, specifically with Marjorie Taylor Green really launching this whole new MAGA thing. And
Right.
because Trump's a MAGA, what's he going to say? Oh, they're not really MAGA. No, he'll be like, you're
He's
right.
a Democrat. He always was a Democrat.
He'll turn coat. And I'm asking, what'll happen to the MAGA movement and those people that would support her? But people are going to turn their back on them too at some point.
Yeah, and don't worry about the nurses, how they're trying to act like it's not a professional. Nurse practitioners and all this, it's not a professional. That all that is going to get that billionaire Department of Education woman is over there smiling with her coiffured hair from the 1950s. And somebody needs to light a match to that. And I just see all of that. Just don't worry, you guys. They're going to, as soon as the Democrats can get in there, they'll be able to start turning things around.
just had a visual when you said somebody needs to light a match. And I with all that hairspray, I can just see going poof.
But you know what's interesting is that you got to pay good money for school, for your licensures. You have to take CEUs every couple of years and pay a high price for a renewal of your license. And then they're going to act like it's not really professional. No,
Well, he's trying to dismantle the Department of Education, but in the long run, when I see a Democrat in office in the presidency, and that's not too far off, you all, not at all. One of the first things he will do, I say he, will be to have um, an executive order and one executive order that will overturn all of Trump's executive orders.
yes, yes.
That's what I see. And also the government departments that Trump doged, if you will, through Doge, that was such BS.
Oh, they
I
stole a lot of money and we're not going to see it again. But he's in trouble. I see Elon escaping, but they'll find him.
Well, then they're going to say to Elon, you need to tell us, and they might cut a deal with him. And he would sing like a canary.
Yeah, yeah.
But I see a lot of those departments that he did away with or tried to cut to the bone, like the Department of Education, he's trying to do away with, the EPA, all of those. I see the Democrat president bringing all those back and hiring all those people back and cutting spending in other areas, like the politicians going to say to them, "You're not getting a raise," and make them contribute to their own healthcare insurance. A
Yes,
lot of
yes.
legislation coming that way.
So my question to you is, how about Eric Swalwell? His cards were pretty good, but there's another guy running who's a really rich man that I get an uneasy feeling. Not that he wouldn't be good, but he could beat Swalwell. I don't know why I saw that.
He could, but I don't know. I still see Swalwell winning an election, but I'm
Okay,
not sure what. Uh,
okay.
um, Swalwell's political career is far from over.
Well, the other thing is America is kind of tired about rich people. So because that guy is a billionaire or millionaire, they might say, nah, we're going to go with Swalwell, who's a regular Joe Blow.
That's exactly the way it was, in the beginning with Trump. We need a businessman to run America, blah, blah, blah. Well, Donald Trump's not a great businessman because he builds businesses, bankrupts them, walks away with money, and then screws everybody else. And so that's what he's doing to this country. And that's what my guides tell me he would do to this country, try to bankrupt it.
Right.
He doesn't care about this country. He just cares about his own pocketbook. So
Yes.
I think that people have had it with, wealthy people coming in and saying that they can do this, this, and that, and they grease their own pockets. So
I mean,
that's
Swalwell only makes $174,000 a year,
right. And that's not going to look good then
which
for,
is more than a lot of us make, but still.
but it's not going to look good for somebody that's, mega wealthy to come in and the people are going to say, no, we want somebody that's going to be for the working class.
I just got a hit.
What'd you get?
My guys just told me that Zelensky needs to be very careful because Russia and Israel are trying to get assassinators close to him. They won't be able to get him, but there might be a close call. That's what I just heard. I
I'm
hope
thinking
I'm wrong.
there will be two close calls, but Zelensky's going to find out about it.
They're so good. His people are really good.
Intelligence is going to find out about it before it happens. Uh, so, yeah, they're going to find out about two plots going on. Um, so that's what I picked up when you said what you said. But I
Right.
got cold chills with that. Ooh.
I just heard it just now. They showed me assassination attempts, and it feels like the deep, dark part of Israel is in on it, as
Um,
well as Putin.
Putin, yeah, definitely. Um, but the karma of that is that's exactly what people from other governments and in Russia are going to be plotting to do to him. Because I see somebody coming in Russia who is going to be so anti-Putin, but work behind the scenes to get rid
That's
of it.
what I often felt, that he would be taken out in the twinkling of an eye.
I I didn't do that. I don't know how it happened, but
Because the guides are saying exactly.
right. Um, I've got one. Shooting Star says, "Ooh, will a large part of the military refuse orders to attack Venezuela, or will they do as instructed?" Um, well, I heard on the radio this morning that 70% of us do not want him to do anything with Venezuela. And my guides are telling me that
Doesn't he
him
have to go through Congress first?
to declare war, but it's iffy. But he's doing that to for what reason? To distract and divert, because this way, I don't know why that keeps happening, because this way, he's trying to take attention away from the Epstein files and all that stuff. So that's why he's doing this with Venezuela, because the reasons he's saying for attacking Venezuela, he made up as propaganda. It's not
Yeah,
true.
yeah, it's all a bunch of crap.
Just like the Garcia case, the guy that they arrested, and then the court said you have to let him go. And then Trump came up with all these fake charges against him for trafficking, sexual trafficking in Tennessee, which now they have found out are not true. It was a
Yeah,
Trump.
because the people that they paid to do this fake testimony, took off.
Right, exactly. So all that's going to come out. So I do see, I mean, he'll talk about it if he puts boots on the ground in Venezuela. It's going to be another Vietnam. As much as I don't like Maduro in Venezuela, they will fight back because he has no business invading Venezuela. They haven't done anything to us.
No, no.
So,
He's gonna about ready to be a nothing burger so quickly. I don't see Venezuela. In fact, I see them appreciating whoever takes over for us apologizing to them, because there'll be something we have to pay for. It could be the deaths of innocent men.
when you just said that, my guide showed me a vision of Trump, people mentioning Trump's name once he's out of Trump's name being mentioned once he's out of office, and people going like that,
Our quiet piggy.
like or like spitting in his name.
Yeah.
But it's the people that many of the people that once supported him, they say Trump.
Yeah, that's what the guide said. They said when he won and we couldn't believe it, they said, understand his people need to see who he really is. And he's showing them.
Plus, the next government, once Trump is gone, here will um, uh, um, make America democratic again. Yay. But also the people wholesale that they rounded up and sent to concentration camps. I see them let go. Uh, and also that the government, some way or another, making reparations for those people that were illegally detained and sent
Yeah,
to
that's what I see. It's going to be a long haul, but yeah.
long haul. But
So will Sarah Huckabee Sanders ever be held accountable for the pattern of serious spending and transparency controversies in as governor of Arkansas? Arkansas is, yep. And Arkansas, believe it or not, that's one state I thought, yeah, still be red. It's really kind of going purple now.
it is going to go purple. Um, I can just see those pearls that she wears taken off her. Okay. Yeah, they're going to investigate her misappropriation of funds and all of that. It's going to come out about, we all know how she lied about Donald Trump, but that's really going to hurt her futuristically, politically. And so there's going to be a lot of stuff coming to the surface about her.
I just heard something else from my guides. They just said there's going to be big troubles coming to Texas, legal troubles.
You know what I pulled? The hangman.
Yeah, there's going to be big legal troubles. And I saw the governor. trying to, it's over. It's in fact, that guy might disappear. His lieutenant governor, he might disappear.
Well, Paxton is going to be that attorney general down there. I see him under indictment and jail term for obstruction of justice, lying, the underhanded stuff he did.
And stealing.
Oh, and stealing, and also abuse of power. And them just giving the middle finger to the courts. And it's not going to,
Yeah, because they're definitely saying you can't change the map,
no.
and they're fighting tooth and nail.
Well, that's why they're doing those lawsuits against California. But the difference is that California put it on the ballot. The people decided that.
Yeah,
So,
you can't change something the people decided.
well, it depends. If it's in the Constitution, I think it says it's based on the census. So,
Yeah. So do
uh,
you have another question? Can you believe we're already almost the full 50 minutes?
I know. Dakota Kelt says, will Minnesota stop ICE and the feds from departing the Somalis? The felon has ordered them to be deported.
What was the question again?
Will Minnesota stop ICE and the feds from deporting the people from Somalia? The felon, meaning Trump, has ordered them to be deported.
I see them holding it up. Listen, they just have to hold it up till next year, beginning of next year, and a lot of things will change. Let me double check though.
You just can't order people to be deported if they're in this country with a green card. It doesn't work that way. They have to have committed a crime and it has to go through due process.
Yeah,
And
they might try to sneak some of them out, but I see it, I see them being able to hold on.
the courts are going to tell them, you can't do that.
Yeah, yeah. Here's our last question, a good one too. This is from Just Kia. Will Jasmine Crockett win her Senate seat?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Where
Uh,
does she come from? What state?
I don't know.
Is it Texas?
But she's going to be in a lot of committees and spearhead committees to like investigate a lot of things we're
I
talking about.
love it. I
She's
love it.
brilliant. You know, she's a lawyer,
And she's
but
extremely smart.
here's the deal. I can see them wanting to make her attorney general at some point.
Yeah, yeah, she definitely will win.
Yep.
It's a
So
lot of work, but she takes it on and she puts sunlight on it, which means she puts light on the underhandedness.
absolutely.
I love it, you guys.
I mean, she is brilliant, and I've seen her, uh, you know, question people, but I've seen her, you know, argue stuff, and she's formidable.
I love it. I love it.
Can
Well,
I just
go ahead.
plug my trips real quick?
Sure.
Okay, I've got the Danube in May. There's a certain category sold out, but Mayflower says they might be able to rearrange things. So I've got room for about 10 to 15 people on that trip. I've got Iceland in August to see the eclipse. It's only going to be about a minute, minute and a half, but it's a full eclipse and you'll see it. And then the Galapagos in September. So if you're interested, 847-590-5411 or email me. There you go.
And then I found out from Nath that the south of Spain is going to have an excellent, because nobody wants to go to Africa because it's 117 degrees.
Right.
He said the south of, near the ocean, is going to have magnificent views.
Yep. I think it's only going to last X amount of time, but
Almost 7 minutes.
I don't know how
That's
long.
the big one. That's the one that won't happen again in my lifetime. And I'll be honest with you, I just told my son I was planning on going, but I can't leave Jeffrey with these dogs if something goes wrong.
But I don't think the one in France is in August. I don't know when
It's
it is.
not France.
I mean, in Spain, I'm sorry. I have to look.
It's in 2028.
Oh, in 2028, right.
Yeah,
Well,
August 2nd
well, 2028, I'll put a
or
trip
2027, August 2nd.
in 2027. I'll put a trip together to go to Spain and see that eclipse. And that would be,
If you could, that'd be easier on us.
yeah. Then you get to see two, one in Iceland, one in Spain.
I'm
Yeah.
not going to Iceland,
No,
but
no,
I
no.
go to
I
Spain.
don't mean you. I mean other people. But
Yeah.
this one in Spain will be incredible.
Yeah, let me know. But it's definitely the South. If these people that you work with, I'm sure they'll know the details.
I'm going to ask them.
And there was a real small town that Nate's recommended. They have lovely hotels and stuff, but it's not very big. But you got to fly into Madrid.
The problem is that because of the eclipse, that town's going to be all booked up. So what they might have to do is put people in a hotel over here and then coach them to the site where the
There you
eclipse.
go. Well, yeah, but you can get in there and book yourself up before they get booked up. Because
Uh,
I called one hotel and they're going to open their schedule
schedule.
for in summer of this year coming up next year.
Oh yeah, it'll
They'll
book.
open it up then. Of course, they'll charge 3 times more than they normally charge.
Oh, I'll talk to the powers that be and see what the
Let me
plan.
know. Let me know.
All right,
Thank
sweet.
you, you guys. Love you all. Happy Thanksgiving.
Everybody, happy Thanksgiving. If you're traveling, please stay safe. Um, you know, no drinking and driving. Um, and
Because you might spill your drink.
yeah, you might spill the drink, especially if you stop real quick. All right.
Okay,
Um, stay well.
thank you. Cheers, everybody. Cheers.